Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm so excited to be back to talk about the Premier League. We had an exciting match day today and many matches. Of course, we had matches in different leagues as well, and I've been watching just literally as much as I possibly can. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Premier League matches, starting with the Manchester Derby. Of course, if you were watching this game, you know that it ended with the result of 2-0 in favor of Manchester United. I think many of us, myself included, predicted Manchester City to win, just considering their performance, and being second in the leaderboard kind of gives you a bit more of a drive to get those 3 points, because obviously you want to catch up. I think that Manchester City blew such an amazing opportunity to potentially have gotten 3 points in this match to catch up to Arsenal, as Arsenal didn't win the match today against Nottingham Forest. They had a draw, so I think that would have definitely helped Manchester City to catch up a little bit. But these things happen, and I have to say that Manchester United was incredible in this match. I made a video about this on my other social media, a shorter video where I summed it all up in a few words, that I'm very proud of Manchester United but extremely disappointed of Manchester City. I think that a lot of us, myself included, expected more from Manchester City. Manchester City has been a team that has truly, given a lot of great performances. We've had a lot of signings, so really amazing players too. So the expectations are always high, and being in second place, you kind of want to see that fight towards that Premier League and potentially catching up, since there's still more matches left. But I think that, these things happen and you can't always be perfect. I think Pep Guardiola said it perfectly after the match in an interview, that, they weren't playing in their right level today, and Manchester United completely deserved that win, which I completely agree with. Manchester United was incredible today, had such a strong performance, and I think that truly I'm really happy for them, because even though I am a Manchester City fan, I am happy with the fact that they proved a lot of people wrong. I think obviously if you keep up with the sport, and if you're watching this, you probably do, then you know how much criticism Manchester United has gotten. They've been criticized by so many people about their performance and that they need to do better. Obviously, they had the sacking of Ruben Amorim at the beginning of the year, new management, just so much like press and talk around them. And it's not always positive talk, and Manchester United has done a lot of negative criticism. So I think that to have this win is so important for them, and I really do think and hope, of course, that this is the beginning of a comeback for Manchester United, because they truly have been through a lot as a team, and I can really see them, getting back and just really being really strong together. And the match today really showed that. They played fantastic, especially that second half where we saw the 2 goals, but also in the first half as well. They had so many opportunities to score, and they just did amazing. I think that if it wasn't for Gianluigi Donnarumma being in that goal, Manchester United would have scored a lot more than 2 goals. So I think that Man City got lucky in many situations, but I think that Manchester United was without a doubt the better team today and absolutely deserved that win at the Manchester Derby. Of course, let me know all your thoughts on this match. It was a really exciting one. It was an early morning for me because it was the first match of the day, but super excited to have seen it. It was a great match, and again, super happy for Man United. Man City, we have to pick it up. And as I was talking a little bit about Arsenal, how, they had a game with Nottingham Forest, I made a video about this, the video before this that I posted here on YouTube. I talked about how I think that Nottingham Forest most likely is not going to win this match, but they did really great. They did not let Arsenal win this one. Each team got a point, and I think that Arsenal, of course, is pushing for those 3 points now more than ever, because we've seen in the Premier League before that a team getting at the finish line so close and then they don't make it because another team catches up. They start not getting those 3 points as they did at the beginning of the season. But of course, only time will tell how that's going to go. But I think it's important, of course, for Arsenal to win and not let any points go by if they want to win that Premier League title, which obviously they do want to win the Premier League title. So it was, again, this is why I said before, like, I think that Man City blew up an amazing opportunity to potentially make their way up on that leaderboard if they were to win today, because Arsenal didn't win today. So Of course, they need to catch up more with points. They wouldn't be number one after that, but still. It would have helped them get a bit closer. Every point matters, every game matters at this point, but it is what it is. Another game that we had end in a draw today was Liverpool and Burnley. This match was very interesting. It was a very interesting game. I have some opinions about it. I've said this before, but I really like Burnley as a team. I know they're at the bottom of the leaderboard, but I think that they have really great players that I personally liked. I think they bring great performances and work really well as a team, and I really saw that in this match. I think that Burnley has so much potential to go even further in the Premier League. This is their first season because they were promoted this season. So I think that they have great things ahead, and I wish they started. I wish they had more wins because obviously they're at the bottom, but. I really hope they finish the season strong and they have great performances moving forward. And I think Liverpool, of course, did great as well. I think Liverpool has struggled a little bit this season, but overall, they're a great team that we always see in the top 5, at least in the Premier League. And they got 1 point from this match with Burnley. I think something that I would suggest to Liverpool, I'm not a Liverpool fan or anything, it's just something that I kind of saw because I watch every single match, not just the matches that my team or the teams that I support play, and I just want to keep up with everything. And something I've noticed with Liverpool is that obviously they have fantastic players, really great players, and when you have so many great players, it's so difficult to pick it's so difficult to give them all enough play time because you have great players, but it's like, who are you going to put for what game? And I think that something I would like to see more in Liverpool is including Federico Chiesa in the game. He's usually subbed in the second half, and literally in this match, he was subbed in like the 85th into the 86th minute, something like that, which I think is not enough time. Even though we did have 7 minutes of extra time, I still think that it's not enough because it's like at the very, very end. I think that that's always the case with Chiesa. He was always put in at the end when, Liverpool needs to equalize or they need to win, and I think that was the strategy here again. I think that Liverpool needs to put him a bit earlier, maybe the 60th minute, something like that, to give him a bit more time to make an impact. He makes an impact even in like a few minutes, and we saw that today. So I think if he has more time, obviously he's going to be able to create more opportunities and potentially have more goals and potentially have more wins. But maybe that's just what I think here. But that was something else I would like to point out. Of course, we had many matches. Sunderland won today, and you guys know that I'm also a big fan of Sunderland and just their incredible season. Again, another team that's been promoted this year. Sunderland, Burnley, and Leeds United. Leeds United also won today against Fulham. And we also had Chelsea and West Ham win. Chelsea played Brentford. Brentford has also had a great season so far. And West Ham played Tottenham. So Chelsea and West Ham got those 3 points. I believe these were the matches in the Premier League today. Let me know which one was your favorite, maybe some of your comments, your thoughts, all of that. And I'll be back very soon with another video soon. So thank you again so much for watching and for all of your support. I'll see you all next time. Bye.